In chapter 7 of The Simplicity of Lean, I talk about personal and team effectiveness. And I talk about the 6 drains on our time, the 6 time thieves as I call them. First one, email. We know how prevalent email is. We know that it can be a massive drain of our time if not used effectively. So I talk about how do you make email effective? How do you manage it instead of it managing you? Secondly, meetings. Meetings can really dictate to people how their day is spent. And we need to make meetings effective. We need to make them decision points. We need to make them problem-solving activities, not talking shops. So I talk about how can we use terms of reference, how can we make them effective. And then a lack of breaks. A lot of people take far too few breaks. We can manage those using things like personal Kanban, Pomodoro technique, and ensure that people have a day which gives them refreshment, re-energy points. Multitasking. Many people think they're good at multitasking, but the evidence is in. It doesn't work. Multitasking is ineffective. So how can we manage so that we don't multitask? And then asynchronicity of work. How do we ensure that when people are working at different times, maybe in different locations, that we can synchronize their work so that we get rid of that imbalance, we get rid of those delays that it causes. And then finally, social media. How do we make social media a force for good, not something that just drains people's time and distracts them from the day-to-day work? So it's about taking ownership. How can we personally be better? And then collectively as a team, how can we be more effective? And how can we be the culture that we want in the organisation? So that's what chapter 7 is all about. And a little parting gift, if you will. Think about if you work a standard 40-hour week. Around 5 to 10% of your time is going to be truly value-added time. That means you're only really spending about 2 to 4 hours a week truly adding value. So if you end up working overtime, you work extra hours, you work a 60-hour week, you're working 50% more hours for about 1 to 2 hours incremental value added. Now, if you can focus on removing the waste, becoming more effective both personally and as a team, by reducing the waste by just 5 to 6%, you can add that 2 hours of extra value added time within your 40 hours instead of working an extra 20.